If you don't know Pirate Director is a mobile app on Google Play, and you can make videos on a mobile if you don't have a PC. When kids discovered Sparta remixes, they want to try it out but don't have a PC for it, so they try Pirate Director and they post it on YouTube. It's choppy, off, and mostly not good. Most Sparta remixer people say it's not recommended and should not make it with Pirate Director. Every time we start a Sparta project, less motivation comes to their mind and starts to think, why did I make it in the first place? Should I cancel? Should I quit? This is why we quickly started to stop the projects and leave it in the trash. Hence the waste of hours, programs crashing which wastes more time, etc. If we really want to start Sparta remixing and actually not stopping on the tracks, try watching Sparta remixes videos to get motivation, inspiration, etc. Or not if you want to. Many people quit for a lot of reasons. Motivation, lack of school, drama, etc. Some people even made reasons why they quit, like Dark Rarely. BFB and BFDI is a show created by Jack and Jellifa and was extremely popular. It was great for chorus and a lot more. But then Sparta Remixes found out about this show, and then it's the current popular Sparta Remix source choice in this community. The first Sparta remix was uploaded on YouTube in 2017 by Lily Fonda. Eden Monger made an instrumental edition of this remix. It is the pioneer of 2007. Later on, when people started to discover that video, they began making their own versions of this remix. It developed over time to make it really good. This is used by Sparta remixers. Back then, they used Windows Movie Maker and didn't know anything about Sony Vegas. In 2009, they discovered Sony Vegas and it was a very good editing software. That was the current software. FL Studio is a digital audio workstation developed by a company called ImageLine. Sparta Remixers usually uses this for pitches, perks, and a lot more. It is really good and almost all of the people in the community have this and use this. MBK is one of the worst Sparta remixes we've ever seen in history since 2019. The most abused style for any Sparta remixes is the old, classic NBA style. They use no effort and they even use back replaces because they are lazy. Basically, or normally, the visuals for the pitches will cover the chorus visuals and the percussion is just too easy. Not to mention it also causes ear-blasting pain. MBK also uses just two sources, custom sources and a classic Supo. This is basically Versa but from 2019. It's an archive channel with Versa's video from the past and that's basically all. Here we have some drama about losing. First he spams "You're homophobic," also having a grey PFP, plus saying something like "fuck fake depression." Next he spams Versa that he's transphobic while she's literally trans. He also called Cuba a simp. They also spam to reaction to memes. He also has terrible grammar as well, especially with him going with the lowercase letters. There's a lot more, but I will not talk about all of the stuff that he did. There have been a meme going on in this community where a lot of people pretend to be Milex and troll them, basically. Rosa took a screenshot of a lot of people pretending to be him. It was funny and I even got involved, but it didn't last that long. Custom sources are sources that are made by the people who make Sparta remixes. They usually say a quote and they can use it for a Sparta remix. It starts off with a simple "This is Sparta" quote, along with the madness and sadness quotes. Then they go to the pictures that are from the sources stored in the internet, then the percussion that hasn't been FX'd yet. One of those people who made shit ton of sources is Lazy Butterfly. Hence he also has a custom source channel too. MMM is one of the who makes Spartas. By that Spartas I meant that he makes off-pitch Sparta remixes, especially with the bass with different notes. His first Sparta remix was uploaded on the 7th of October 2017. He also makes custom source if I remember correctly. DSR style is basically an old remix type of style. It's like one of those MBK styles, but the represent 2014 style. Collabs are very interesting, but also boring at the same time, I think. Simply, a Sparta remix was asked to collaborate. When they accept, they will start doing their own entries. One of them will do the half of the Sparta remix. Once two parts are combined together, it results into a finished Sparta remix. There's also two types of a Sparta collab: custom sources and base collabs. There was also 9 parts, 10 parts, whatever the amount was. There were also something called a Team Sparta remixing. One of them is doing pitches, perks, bass, chords, etc. Piggy remixes are the same type of source base of Piggy, the Roblox game. AJSR is well known to make Piggy remixes and never stops. They're also super unoriginal and the chorus makes no sense. A pig screaming Sparta remix? Like, come on, man! Lasky Silvo is the logo from 1999. In 2015, effect people found out about this and it became a very popular source choice to make random effects. In 2016, Sparta remixers found about this a year later and then now became extremely popular. And then there's Red Replacers and of course, MBK. This source has become very uncreative and underwhelming. It actually became the second most popular source choice for Sparta remixers beside BFB. Some recent remixes that have been uploaded on YouTube include these following: off-timing remixes, Maiden Power Director, fake sample remixes, bases that uses lazy effort, and beginners. As you may know, or some not, the Pixar Sparta is basically me all along. This myself takes place back in 2019. I was very idiotic back then, where I did these following. I hated on Taco Bell over a simple N-word or either bullying. I forced back a lot of Sparta remixers including pros to join my collabs, Haynes to the other collabs as well. I quitted YouTube over on a single day. I also used animation memes and fake samples for Sparta remixes, in which case I didn't even credit the owners of the animations back then, and also asked a lot of times to make 2 parts Sparta collabs as well. Vertica is a 13-year-old teenager who has recently quit about a month ago due to school over problems. He used to make lots of Sparta remixes and he quit around 5 months ago due to motivation. In August, he quit YouTube for a dumb reason and somebody posting porn images. Kim is a 13-year-old dude in the Philippines. In 2020, he got exposed by Longhorns for faking depression. It's basically we have gods, and that's pretty much all. Rosa is a 13-year-old trans who faked suicide, depression, and kicked out of furry in a group because he was a furry. He may also have looked into R34 images, and because I remember she had a R34 image as the PFP. She also has a threesome with Azura Suzuki and Unknown. She also got mad for deleting messages. She even threatened our fans to kill them. She was also the rudest person we've seen from the past. Let's say this goes for the most disgusting person yet. Furry was hella addicted to goddamn boobs. He even ruined his favorite FNF character, Ron, by sending him a boobified version of him. Not to mention, he also uses fake and real samples in case for his remixes have an F-word. One time he made a Sparta remix for me, and when I started to listen, something about meh and cringe came in. There's a remixer called The 5 Spartan, and he was responsible for making the Beirut Explosion remix, but he did not make it for fun. Somebody requested it, and it was MBK. And about the 9/11 Sparta remix, it's still open, and yet no one hates this remix. There are sometimes hate comments, but still. Let's say he does ghost pings for 5 times. By that I meant the 5 pings. He also forces people to join their VC for no reason, and he's also annoying as well. This dude was an OG remixer in 2014. He was sometimes mean, but there's also something even worse. In July 2020, he died from a motorbike accident. The entire community is extremely sad that he died because he was a pioneer of this community and gave some people inspiration. They even made the tributes to Club. He also had his own base that we all know and love. Rest in peace, love. You will be missed. These two are by far the most disgusting and the most fucking irritating people. These two actually sent child porn. They actually sent CP. Rosa knew about HFWX sending CP, and Cassidy knew about Simplicity sending CP as well. Simplistic Mixer is a regular Sparta remixer. HWWX is a Chinese remixer who makes specific remixes from China. Anti is a raider and a hacker who raided Discord servers and may have set the end to while raiding Discord servers. When people first discovered him, people were maybe scared. I also think that he hacked so many Discord accounts. Hey, you made it to the end, congratulations! We don't really have much info about all of these. There's gonna be like more or something, but there might be a part 2 about all the others that we haven't talked about yet. Or it might be just more, so stick around. You don't have to subscribe, I don't really care. So yeah, see ya. I don't really know what to say here. Oh yeah, and also Merry Early Christmas.